Hey guys, how you guys doing? You guys doing good? Doing great? Um, so hold on. You guys doing good? Doing great? Um, I want you guys to, you know, hope you guys are having a good summer, and I hope you guys continue to have a good summer, and just, you know, enjoy the things that you guys like to do. Just, live your life. Just be beautiful for me, you know. Spread love to everybody. Spread love to everybody that you can. And speaking of love, LOVE, that is a a tough, a tough thing to quantify or even qualify for that matter. Love, that's something where when you're going through tough times, it could be unconditional or conditional. You'd prefer for it to be unconditional, but at the end of the day, most people you'll come in contact with will have conditional love, unless they're people that grew up with you for a long time, and even then, there's conditions on that love. You know, um, there's very few people that actually have unconditional love for you. Because at the end of the day, everybody wants to gain something from a relationship that they're in or a situation that they're in. And even us, and even we want to gain something from the relationships that we're in, whether it's the friendships, family, actual relationships with women or men, or, you know, like, in whatever our partners are. We want relationships with, or we want something out of that. It's hard to have unconditional love for somebody that you didn't grow up with, or that you didn't um that didn't come out of your reproductive tanks, your reproductive ducts, as in like your children. If it's not your children or your parents or your siblings or certain family members, it's hard to have unconditional love, or hard to expect unconditional love from everybody else, because everybody wants to gain something. you know Everybody has an ulterior motive. Well, it's not even necessarily a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's about, like, you connect with certain people, you make certain connections, you can help them, they can help you, you can improve each other's lives, you can make things better for each other. It's like, gaining something from someone else doesn't always have to be a bad thing, but it's still conditional, though. The love is still conditional. But, you know, it's not so much that it's transactional connections. It's more that you're getting to know people, and you're both able to gain something from that relationship, from that situation. So at the end of the day, you know, a love from a majority of people is not unconditional. It's what are you doing for me? What can you do for me? Like they're not gonna tell you this. They're gonna think in the back of their minds, like, what is it that I can gain from this, maybe? And it's not, like I said, it's not always a bad thing. But at the end of the day, you're thinking in your mind, like, what can I gain from this? What can I gain from this to improve my life? Or what can they gain from having a relationship with me that can improve their lives? How can we enhance each other's lives? How do we develop each other to make each other better people? You know, but it's like the unconditional love, like your mom and your pop and your brother, your sister, you know, they love you no matter what. Majority of the time, unless you screw up so royally that people don't want anything to do with you. But they still do love you, but from a distance. So it's like it's more of what you're doing to make people get away from you and not want to like unconditionally love you. So yeah, that's really what that is. But when it comes to like when you're in a relationship with somebody and you really get to know them, love can be a beautiful thing. Love can be an amazing thing. It can be like it can keep you from doing dangerous things. It can keep you from being in the worst positions ever, because you know you have a form of love. You know, I will say that no one can love you better than you love yourself. So that is a different situation than just being having people that really love and care for you. You know, these are different things. These are tough things. These are it's hard to put yourself in a position to really be that for somebody else unless you really want to be that, unless you really work to be that person. Because loving somebody truly, it's not the easiest thing, because it's like you gotta accept their flaws, you gotta accept the good, the bad, the everything in between. And there's certain things that you may not be able to tolerate. There's certain things that you may not be able to accept. Certain things you may not be okay with. That are, that may not make sense to you. And, that's okay. Because this is, because at the end of the day, you don't want to be with somebody that you'll end up resenting at the end of the day. The bottom line, you don't want to be with somebody like that you that you deep down do not like, that you may pretend to like, or that you feel like it makes sense at the moment, and you guys are having a good time at the moment, and you may be lusting over each other at the moment, but maybe this person, maybe neither one of you really loves each other. Maybe it's just a bunch of lust. So it's like, at the end of the day, you gotta kind of really think, is this person somebody that I can spend the rest of my life with, or is this somebody that I just want to have fun with? And it's okay either way. It's okay to feel like this person may be somebody that I just want to have fun with. That happens. You just don't want to be in that situation too many times, because it's more of, you end up feeling like you may feel inadequate at the end of it, and the women that you're with may feel inadequate, because they're like, what is it about me, like, why am I not good enough for you? And then you may be thinking to yourself, like, why am I not good enough for myself to really want that? Why do I not feel like I can truly have that? Why do I feel like I don't deserve that? Because you may end up chasing after the women that you may be lusting over. You may be chasing them all the time, and maybe not feeling like you really deserve somebody that you can truly love. Maybe somebody that you just want to have fun with, you know? And that's tough at times. That's tough. That's a tough realization to have. It's a tough realization to come to grips with, because it's just like you really gotta look within yourself to realize, am I driving people away because I don't feel like I deserve them, or am I trying to find the right person, and I'm just very picky, you know? It's a tough thing. Finding love is a tough thing. It's, and it's not like it wasn't any tougher like 50, 60 years ago. Like, for the most part, back then, I guess certain aspects of it were a little easier, because it was more of, hey, I kind of like you. I kind of like you. And if you're in that situation, then it's like, you work and work and work to provide for them, which hasn't changed, because you still got to do that now. But if you knock a girl up, you gotta marry them. You gotta get a double job. You gotta make sure that the kid is taken care of. Obviously you gotta make sure the kid is taken care of now. But it's like, differences between now and then is, now you gotta, then it was more of, if you knock them up, you gotta marry them, stuff like that. But now it's more of, you gotta just, you can raise the children together, co-parent. And co-parent is more of, if it didn't work out between the two of you. But if it does work out between the two of you, and you guys keep this together, then you end up just marrying her anyway, but maybe further down the line, But having an end goal at the end of it, at the end of the day, just having that, take care of them, you know. That's really how it is. That's really how it is at times. You know, if you can get that, some people can't even get that. Some people can't even get that love, that joy. You know, they can get joy from other things, but not necessarily from love. It's more of they find things to do by themselves that give them joy. But if we're talking about love, the eternal search for love, you know, regardless of if you're, you know, if you're an introvert, an extrovert, if you're somebody that likes to be to themselves, likes to do things on your own, likes to be around people, likes to, you know, care for others, you like to do things like on your own, you know, we all need love regardless. We all need love. We do. And it's a beautiful thing to have. When we can get it, it's a beautiful thing to have. You know. So love is beautiful. I'll never be against love. You can get rejection after rejection after rejection after rejection after rejection, disappointment after disappointment, but don't ever be against love. Love can come in different forms. It doesn't even have to come in you getting relationships. It can come in loving family. It can come in loving your nieces and nephews, loving your you know, loving your children, you know, loving the Lord, loving that you're alive. You know, love comes in many different forms. You know what I'm saying? Love comes in so many different forms. It's not even about you just like, because you can love a whole lot of things and not be in a relationship. You don't have to be in a relationship to love. You don't have to be married to love. You don't. It'd be nice to have those situations, but you don't need them to love. That's what I'm saying. So, you know, it's these things are beautiful. It's beautiful to just have. It's beautiful to be you and to be loved and to have love in your heart. It just is. Yeah, this was a little longer than I thought it would be, but I hope you guys have a good night. If you guys like this video, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, do all of that stuff. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Tell your friends, tell their friends to tell their friends, and have that big chain of friends just liking and enjoying the video. That really help. I appreciate you guys. But I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. And stay safe. Enjoy your summer, because we're going to do this all summer long. Promise you guys. But, you know, hope you guys do well, and I'm going to see you tomorrow. Peace.